Hi, I'm Elena Tione from Elena Tione Healthy Life Coach, www.aidablanche.com, and today I'm introducing you to the second and last part of my interview with Debby Werthmann, my fellow colleague, mind body coach. So enjoy the rest of the interview. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them in the box below, in the comments below the video. So stay tuned for the next mind body techniques, big part, and hoping that this series will give you much more hope and relief from stress and chronic pain.
The two things is the holding on to an emotion and not expressing it, and taking care of yourself. And women are always, taught, at least in my day, is you go last.
Yeah.
You always give until you don't have anything left to give.
Right.
And I've been there. I had one breath left, when I got divorced.
Mm-hmm.
It almost killed me. And now I teach people how to do these things, because as a coach, you can see it in someone else.
But
we as coaches can see the blind spots,
right,
and help them see it. And then you just move forward.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go in the past and dig it all up. You just have to, that's it.
Mm-hmm. In the here and now.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And totally. Is also in my experience as women, you have to give, and all the people around you come first, and then if something remains, it's for you. And that's a cultural bias that we are living all together, and it's
that we need to change.
Yeah, we need to change it, because it doesn't create wellness. It doesn't work. It's not about something that, disrespecting a tradition or something else. It's simply, for me, it's simply that it doesn't work. So just, choosing things and actions that work, that create wellness and well-being for all the community, for the individual and for the community. Because we humans, we live healthy when we are balanced between our individuality, ourselves, our needs, our independence, and the interaction with others. So interdependence, as it is called. So for women,
and it's also international.
Right.
Because when I started coaching, back in 2007, my business went international. And, you kind of think, okay, I live in the United States and we do things a certain way. And everybody else in every other country does it differently. And when I started talking to these different countries, and I'm probably coached in 13 different countries, and everybody is the same.
Yeah.
We all have the same problems, with relationships, health, finances, our career, whatever it is, our children. It's all the same no matter where we are, because as you said, it's the humanness of us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's we're all the same.
It's for all the same. So, it's really basic. We, especially women, have to do an inner work to, learn and relearn every day. Because for myself, I tend to forget. So I have to remind myself every day,
Yes.
Take care of you. And in how many ways can you take care of you today? And you know, it's a challenge and to take.
Well, an easy way to do it is to have a daily practice. So when I've had a daily practice for years and years and years, and it was meditation, affirmations, gratitude, vision board, and journaling.
Right.
And when I started with Abigail's training, she asked us all if we had a daily practice. I don't do all of those anymore. It was too much and it was too structured. So now I might do one of her tools,
Right.
or just listen to my body, or just give gratitude for my nervous system, you know, and love it. Just love my body, love my nervous system, love my skin, you know, this body that I have. And we don't even think about it. We're just go.
We take it for granted. And there are so many things that it does. And it does, you know, almost perfectly. For me, you know, creating kindness for myself and recreating every day, it's a point, because I used to put on myself so much pressure, you know, perfectionism, or the label of perfectionism, or the story about, you know, I am a perfectionist, or I'm lazy, so I have to, so, or maybe nobody likes me, and you know, I'll end my life all alone, and something, all those
and those are all universal thoughts. We all excuse me, we all have them.
Right.
And I still have them. I still have them.
Me too.
But what I do now is go, is that true? No,
is that true?
Not. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And taking a...
Just do your best.
Right.
You know, just do your best, and on a different day, it may be different. You know, if you're sick, your best is going to be different than when you're well and healthy and energetic.
Yeah, and at that point, it comes to my mind, you know, I have to be perfectly healthy in order to blah, blah. And that's another way of putting pressure on ourselves. So, no, it's not true, because health is something that is dynamic, you know, it's something that changes minute after minute, for example. And another thing, creating a space between what is doing the mind and your consciousness, you know, your essence. I call it the essence. And this creates relief instantly, almost instantly. And you know, the first time you do it, and it's tough because you never do it before. So again, it's something that it's a training that an auto training that you do on yourself. I say this for all the people that are listening now, because somebody tends to give up, especially if it doesn't have the support of someone, you know, a caregiver, a coach, or you know, a friend. It's not so easy, especially because you said, you know, it's a common thought. It's something that, you know, the great subconscious mind, Jung, you know, talked about this, and Carl Jung. And it's almost a notion of thoughts, and we swim into it. So it's really important, you know, to recognize this, create a space, and work with this. And then we have our body that supports us. And the body, you know, it's really a source of information. It's an incredible, helpful source of information. So.
Very true. Our body was with us before we had our first breath.
Right.
And he has amassed so much information to help us. Why not tap into it?
Mm. And they many people ask me, why I have to, you know, dive into my body? I don't want to go there, especially women with pelvic pain. You know, they're so scared going there. They don't want to. And it's really, you know, normal. What worked for you?
I think when I signed up for that training with Abigail, that it was my last hope, because I had gone to so many doctors, so many therapists, that I got to the point of, if it is to be, it's up to me. And she was going to show me some tools, and I dove in 100%. I was very committed to doing all the work, reading the books, doing the coaching, all of it, and it worked for me. Something unlocked, you know, and I think it was the anger and the self-care that worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
But for you or somebody else, it could be something else.
Right.
But being in an environment where you're accepted just the way you are, no matter what the pain is from, is priceless. You know, it's because some of us don't have that within our families. You know, there's too much judgment or harsh words, or, you know, how long are you going to do this for? You know,
I don't believe your pain.
I canceled so many plans, and, you know, I even thought that I have to break up with my boyfriend because I don't want to drag him through a life of my pain.
Right.
And after I was healed, we got engaged.
Yeah. Fantastic. It's
you know, there is life after pain.
Oh, and you know, what a relief. You know, that's a very common thought. You know, even I hear things like, maybe he goes with another woman, so, you know, he's happy, or maybe he leaves me because I am a half woman. You know, I am not woman entirely because I can't do this, and many other things. You know, it's about 8 years that I'm tutoring women with pelvic pain, especially vulvodinia, vestibulitis, and I've read thousands and thousands and thousands of comments, and it's really devastating, and nobody can understand if they went through such overwhelming pain. I want to say pain is real, so let's make it clear. It's not something that it's all in your head. Okay. So,
right, and to leave the listeners with, there is hope.
Yeah.
You know, there is hope. You can get through it. You can get beyond it. And it's easy. It's just a thought perception shift.
Right.
And then the allowing. Allow the extra time it takes to love yourself, care for yourself, to make your schedule a little bit different. And if you're holding on to emotion, to figure out what it is. Right. And let it loose.
Emotion is the key, you know, for relieving pain, chronic pain, PMS.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it's oppression or expression of emotion that it perpetuates the pain cycle. So then something important is the commitment. So you have to dive in, even if you're skeptical, or better if you're skeptical, it's okay. So skepticism for me, it's a tool. It's another tool to use when useful, especially when with thoughts that create stress. You know, be skeptical about something that your mind says. for example. Then, you know, learning to process emotion in the body in a different way. So staying with the sensation and gathering information. And then be kind to yourself. So starting to, if you are someone that bottles up anger, starting to feel it, not talking about what makes you angry, and not, you know, analyzing or trying to understand why, and so on and on and on, but staying in the body with that sensation, learning a new way, the healthy way to process the emotion. So, and then hope, believe into this process, even if you know it's not maybe 100% mind body. It is immensely useful using the mind body tools, having a mind body coach that guides you, and as Debbie said, staying in a sacred space, you know, a protected space, a safe space, so to speak, in which you can do this work. And then what I love about coaching in general is that it creates your independence. So you're not going to stay forever. You know, for example, if you choose to work with a mind body coach, one of us, you start to learn a new way, and then you go on your own legs, walking into, you know, the path of your life, and
Right.
this creates freedom. You know, this creates freedom, and it's what everyone needs, you know, to thrive, not to survive, to thrive, to just believe. So I was so incredibly enthusiastic and happy, because, you know, Debbie was so skeptical. She tried everything, and then, you know, she committed, as he said, to the tools, creating changes in her life, in her daily life, even small things, you know. And here we are. That's a little bit of magic, maybe.
A little bit of healing and it works. And I love coaching people through this, you know, as you said, that little skepticism at the beginning, and you welcome it, you know, because you know that they're ready, that they've been through everything and they're ready now to do this. And it's so much easier than all the rest. And it doesn't hurt.
Right. And
It doesn't hurt.
it pays, because, you know, be pain free. It's a incredible word, you know, for people like us. For me, it was 12 years.
Mm.
And for other people, other women, and I know, a lifetime of pain.
Yes, it can. Mine was 4 years, but if I hadn't had the training, I might still be back where I was.
Yeah.
It might have affected me the rest of my life.
Right. Another thing that I want to add that comes to mind at the end of this chat is that no matter how long you did have pain, you can be pain free, even if it was a lifelong time of pain.
Yes.
Right. So that's another great point. So anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Well, I think just finding out that emotion piece and really taking care of yourself, and, you know, to go ahead and do the mind body coaching if you're in pain. Because like you said, it is freedom to have your life back again. And then it's you taking care of yourself going forward. You learn the tools, you get relief. What's that?
We
Freedom.
like this one. It's
You know,
fantastic rock from the, the ceremony of the
yes,
of
I
the
don't know where
training,
mine
because
is.
we love it. And,
Yes.
and we greet Abigail. Ciao, Abigail. So
Yes.
freedom is what we, we seek and we can achieve.
I wrote
Always,
the same word.
always here. Yeah. It's always here, like an anchor, It's a rock. It's a solid building for life. So yeah. So I really thank you, Debbie, for being here today. And I hope that this interview will help as many people as possible. And I hope that can be seen as many people as possible. And ours, we can connect anytime. If anybody has questions, I will happy to answer it. So we'll post this video everywhere on Facebook, on YouTube, on our website. So Debbie, do you want to tell us about what's your website, when people can find you?
Yes, thanks. It's debbywerthmann.com, and it's DEBBY, and Werthmann is WERTHMANN. So just debbywerthmann.com.
Right.
And my email, if anybody wants that, it's debbie@debbywerthmann.com. So
perfect. So people can find you easily. And me, as always, is www.aidablanchett.com. So just a little quick adding here, because I remember you asked me, why Aida Blanchett? So if you're Elena, Tione, and then we have also Beodisia, So Beodisia was a queen of the Iceni tribe in the ancient UK, ancient Britain, and was a Celtic population, was crushed by the Romans. She was a warrior. So I chosen this nickname many years ago for the vulvodinia thing. Then Aida Blanchett was a name that I was the nickname I chosen when I connected to the internet for the first time. I came to the internet very late in my life. It was 2009. Never had a connection before. I was completely newbie, and I didn't want to appear with my real name, because that was the period I had lost my work, I lost my job, and I didn't want to, for privacy. So I put together two names. So Aida is the name of my mother, my mom, and Blanchett is the surname of the actress, the Australian actress Kate. So because I liked it, I put it together, and it became, with the years, I've discovered, this name could be, something that protected me and addressed me and indicated me the way to my relief, my safety, and my thriving in the world, because I've discovered there's something that popped in the last year. Well, this is the name of my inner healer. She is my inner healer, Aida Blanchett. So I understood then, in the after time, that it was the why I've chosen it, even for my website and all that I do. So just to make it clear, because it can be really confusing, having all these names. But my name is Elena. So call me whatever you want, but my name.
Whatever it takes to give you that inner strength, we should all, everybody's going to do a little something different. But, it's so cool that you did do that. but it was confusing when I first met you.
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah. So now it's all cleared, and that's why, and all that, the story of, of everything that came on the internet, even here in
We should
Italy.
all have a name for inner strength and inner wisdom. It would be kind of fun to for all of us to create a name and just play with that a little bit.
Right, fun.
I'll have to give that some thought.
Yeah, it's fun, and then we go to play and play and play and play. So it's my job, as I've said to you before, playing record on this interview. So I am really serious about play. I have this, this woman inside that likes so much to make jokes, and it's so it has this energy of play. So it's really fun. So thank you so much, Debbie, and I'm wishing you a really fun day, and playful, joyful, and whatever you want to do. I'm so happy for everything, really, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this community with all of us. Really, it changed my life, and it's amazing.
It is. Well, thanks for having me.